wrap me in positive synergy. I have been doubted through life, been there and done it with trifling people who told me my style would not work. I told them they wrong, been struggling too long. This song is for you, I'm proving you wrong. Get out my way, get out my way, get out my way, get out my way. I'm a genuine person. Like if I love you, I love you. If I don't mess with you, I don't mess with you. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, Max. You know what I don't like? Why you over there looking at me? I don't like when, I'm in a club. Why you over there looking at me? And I'm with my honey. You got, the haters. They want to be tough guys on the side. Why you over there looking at me? Hit you with the ice grill, Why you over there looking at your boys and the mama girl standing here. Little do they know. You over there looking at me. My girl, roll harder than you over there. Some of your niggas. My girl standing here. Now what the hell is you looking for? Can a young man get money anymore? Let my pants sag down to the floor. Really do it matter as long as I score? Can't my car look better than yours? Can I have a bad bitch without no flaws? Come to see me without no drawers. In the stretch legs with about 10 doors. I was murdered, P. Diddy named me pretty. Did it for the money, now can you get with me? People wanna know who is he? He get busy, spray so much dizzy. Girls get dizzy. Niggas on the block no makes my toe. One thing about Harlem World, we all got dough. 98 Tahoe, Tommy in the Roscoe. Case I'm ever chased by Donnie Brasco. Why you over there looking at me? Why my girl standing here? Come on. Why you over there looking at me? Why my girl standing here? Why you over there looking at me? Why my girl standing here? Why you over there looking at me? Why my girl standing here? Yo, I can't get mad cause you look at me. Cause on the real, look at me. Yo, it always be the haters that be sitting in the rear. Listen every year, but they better listen here. This cat's keeping the bill, you cats is on your own. Cause being broken alone is something I can't condone. Plus, it won't be long till they send me the throne. Sit gently while I'm on the Bentley phone. Why you don't like me? Cause I'm mad fly and icy. And why you can't satisfy your wifey. And if it wasn't for this bad boy exposure, see these TVs, really what I know ya. Now me and Blink float in the Gold Rover, so it's only right you get the cold shoulder. And if you got a girl, don't be but committed, cause Mace will hit it, you got to deal with it. It don't stop, we won't stop, we don't stop, come on. We don't stop, we won't stop, we don't stop. Come on, we don't stop, come on, we won't stop, come on. Why you over there looking at me? Mama girl standing here. Make it hot, baby. Make it hot, come on. Make it hot, baby. Make it hot, come on. Make it hot, baby. Make it hot, come on. Make it hot, baby. Make it hot, stop. We was all at the Greek Fest. It's hot and sandy. I rent scooters. I'm with my family. Tank top, flip flop, really nothing fancy. But get approached by a girl named Tammy, who look good enough to be Miss Miami. But say since I'm a Peeps Hall of Candy. Then she started to ask about Aaliyah and Brandy, telling me how she met Puff down at the Grammys. He didn't tell you I was the one with no panties. Boo, you know how many you need with no panties? Please tell me something that I don't know. Like if we have sex, you don't want dough. And if it's not a problem, you can meet me at 10. I'll be in home 112 and bring 4 friends. And if you gon' hit me, you gotta be a quickie. And please don't hit these. My wifey's with me.
Alexa, stop. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, y'all? What's going on? Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. We are verdict watching right now, y'all. We verdict watching live right now. I'm gonna be on here for a little minute with y'all so that we can make sure we have a presence in these YouTube streets. I see the other side is over there, you know, got the doggone parade. We do got people on the ground out there, but they are not live yet. But we will be getting feedback from people that are on the ground that want to see this man get held responsible for what he has done. Who we got in here right now? Karen J is in the building. How you doing, Karen J? This video said yes. That's right. Let me see who else up in here. Let me see. Aisha, what's going on? I'm a Queen Newton. How are you? Yeah, we back. We back. Yo, what's up, Yada Dada? What's going on? The Chosen Nation, Mace. That's right. Mom Life Love dancing this morning. Karen A in the building. What's going on? What you know about this atmosphere? Man, listen, just videos. Listen, man, I used to love me some Mace back in the day. I used to love me some Mace. West Coast Bell said cleaning up like bam. That's what's up. Julie Hodges said, is that Mace? It takes me back. Yeah, that was Mace. Grace Arline said, I just watched yesterday's video. I had to rewind. I was knocked out. I understand you got to get your rest. Your body will let you know. B Beige, how you doing? Brand new follower. Thank you so much, Queen. I appreciate you. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate you. J-Man, what up, bro? This 504 girl is in the building. Larry's Minion. What's up, Larry's Minion? How are you? Darcy OCOV. What's good? What's good? All right, y'all. So, oh, yeah, the KKK crew is in. Karen Johnson. Karen Johnson will be up in here, I'm sure. All right. What's up, Aisha Sade? How you doing? My first time seeing you in here, I believe. I think I might have seen you here before. Thanks for coming in. Hey, Face Berries, how you doing, Queen? How are you? How are you? All right, y'all. So check this out. We're going to be on here. We're going to just be kicking it, man. Just talking, going over some things. Dynamite! What's going on? Peter, what's up, Peter? Peter, thank you so much. I be seeing you be sharing my my lives on your Twitter. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Now, the only thing that Peter, you know, now Atman's got some pretty good eyes now. Now, I see on your profile that you have something on there. Now, I know you, Peter. From what I know of you, you seem to be a very upstanding, powerful, beautiful queen, right? And so I would assume that with all that greatness that's attached to you, there is no way that you could be linked to or attached to anything that will be as degrading or as demeaning or as horrible or as disgusting as having a Dallas Cowboys emblem as your profile. I know you better than that. I just know you are. Now, I don't, come on, don't do that to yourself now. Don't do that, sis. Don't do that, sis. All right, y'all. So check this out. We're going to do a couple of things here. Hey, Tracy, how you doing? Earth Goddess is back. What's going on, y'all? Now, I know that y'all working in between, but listen, I wanted to come on here. Let's check in and see what's going down right now on this court thingamajigger. Let's see. Stream live now. Share this with y'all. Let me see. Make sure y'all can see what I'm looking at. See what y'all can do. Let me see. All right, cool. We all looking at the same thing. Let's see here.
So law enforcement's concerned about this Dodge Ram. Okay, what's going on? Because what they also learned.
So as y'all can see, they are in deliberations right now for the RKelly trial. They've been deliberating now for 4 hours and 28 minutes. I don't expect a jury today, but you know, we're gonna just talk and read some things and kind of revisit some things to make sure that we are on top of this thing.
This drywall.
Right now, they're going over some team killed in a murder trial. So that's what they're going over right now.
They took samples from the truck bed.
So what we'll do is we will stay on top of that. I will keep this up so that if anything happens or we get any information, we will be able to come back to it. Okay? Team Libra in the building. What's going on, Team Libra? How you doing? It's Quaisha is in the building. Hey, Velma Wallace, what's going on? Miss me with the bull partner. What's going on? Somebody said Raiders Nation. You said I'm working, but I'm in and out. Well, thank you so much. Thank you. A lot of people are going to be working and being in and out, so I do expect it. It's all good. Yes, y'all, welcome. Welcome from the ATL. Hey, I'm in the ATL too. What's up, BB? What's good? Peter said Cowboys, yes. Oh, gosh. Lisa Jones, what's going on? My first time seeing you here. Welcome in. Thank you. Yes, I'm blessed. I can't complain. Daughter of the Most High God. I'm guessing Wednesday. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe Wednesday should be about the time that they do have a verdict. What's up, Queen Keish? How you doing? All right, y'all. So check this out. So what we're gonna do is periodically we're gonna come in here and we're going to, look at some things and watch some of the verdicts, see how things is coming along. We're gonna do some reading. We're gonna see if there's anything that's come out that we missed. We're gonna see some of the crazy things the other side is doing to try to make this man look like he's innocent when everybody in their right mind knows this man is guilty as I don't know what. I want to remind y'all, okay, so we got, let me see how many, we got 104 votes on that one there. Okay, so let's do this here. Let me go back here. So this is what you call the verdict watch. Usually on the verdict watch, y'all, people just, they talk. If anybody wants to call in and just, speak your mind on anything. Even if you're from the opposing side, we may get some trolls that may call in and want to just voice their opinion about what they think about how we feel about RKelly. Guess what? They can call in. The number is on the screen. If you want to call in and voice your opinion and you got some facts, make sure you got facts when you call in. And don't call in here with nothing crazy and that can't be proven, okay? But I got the lines are open if you want to call in and speak. You're more than welcome. This is our impromptu verdict watch where we will be pretty much talking about, looking out for, seeing if any new movement happens when it comes to this RKelly case, okay? Let me see. So I'm thinking that the doctor and officers were part of the RKelly enterprise too. Well, Team Libra, I got to be honest with you. Call in, Team Libra. Let me put the number back up there. Let me put the number back up here. Call in. Hold on. What's up, honey? Yeah, I ain't had to go in right now. I'm live. Team Libra, you can call in. That's the number right there. Man, listen, y'all. Team Libra got a point. It do seem like that doctor, they was way too close, especially if he was doing stuff for free. How many doctors do stuff for free? I don't know too many. Or they doing stuff because they get to go to his parties or it's got to make you wonder. It's got to make you wonder for sure. It's got to make you wonder. What's going on? Let me see. Who else? Lisa Jones. Boom, boom. Make sure I ain't missed nobody. Okay, I think we're good. I'm waiting on Team Libra to call in. What's up, Tamika Webb? How you doing? First time seeing you in here. If it ain't your first time in here, I apologize. Jacqueline Jones, what's up? Francis, never seen you here before. Welcome to the show. Lisa Jones says she in the ATL too. Oh, wow. Man, all these folks around here, man, we need to get together, have a party, eat some pork chops and some chicken wings or something. You know what I'm saying? Have a party, man. Hey, Shirt Slaves, how you doing? What's going on? All right, y'all. All right. So I'm waiting on Queen. What's up, Yami? How you doing, Yami? What's going on? The number is right. I'm sorry. It's 404-820-2068. Team Libra. I'm going to put it up on the screen. It's on the screen right now. 404-820-2068. You can call in whenever you're ready. Let me see here. I like that name, Yami. PJ Stewart, can you read the charges again? Did they amend any of the charges? Let me see if I can. I don't think they did recently. Dynamite says, strike that light. Strike light. There you go. What's up, Missy? Missy Power, what's going on? Doctor services were not free. He got paid with the kind of services and gifts. That's true. He did. They invited him to parties. They invited him to concerts, him and his wife to concerts. So yeah, that's how they got paid. That's crazy though. That's crazy. That's cray. All right, y'all. So I'm waiting on. If you want to call in, this is your chance to call in and voice your opinion. Like, how you feeling about the case? Is there some insight or a different perspective you may want to offer to me to give me something different to think about? Let me see. On your way in, hit the like. No, we partied yesterday podcast. That's why I was knocked out for the last one. Oh, okay. No problem. Shante says the doctor wife too, from what the witness said as far as her showing up with him. Yeah, she was there too. Do you think the new development with the transcripts will change the outcome of the verdict? Miss Francis, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I just feel like it's nothing but a diversion. I feel like it's just something that they want to try to spur and try to make some of the thanks for calling the Atmos Love Zone. This is Atmos.
Oh, hey.
What up, Team Libra? How you doing? Give me one moment, Team Libra. But no, go ahead, Team Libra. Go ahead.
It's doing good.
Good. Go ahead.
You a bit. Okay. You want me to talk now?
Sure. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, yeah. So just wanted to come in and you're doing a great job. Just to let you know that with the coverage and your freedom of text and a lot of the non-biased opinions that you have. But yeah, I was just thinking I see a lot of people that's kind of like detouring away from the they're not really talking about the doctor and those police officers as well, because it seems like that's what they had them on there to basically prove the enterprise. They said that he needed people to assist him to continue to behave this way, to keep this stuff going on for years and years. And so those people, in my opinion, the professionals would be pivotal people. Because like the doctor, didn't Geronda allegedly get those herpes before 18, and the doctor came over RKelly's house and checked her out?
I think she said that nobody ever checked her out from his house. I think that's because they asked.
Article, it says that, okay, because you had the transcript, but did she say that somebody? How did Geronda find out that she had the herpes? I thought one of them was at his house, and the doctor came over there and then checked her and said, "Yeah, you have herpes."
You may be right. I'm not sure, or I don't remember that. I'm gonna use what they say in the courthouse. I don't recall.
Okay, well, let's just say, because I was just thinking if that did happen, or if she was under 18, or if she was under Geronda was under 18 under RKelly's care, but he came over there. But then I saw this other thing that says, because I know like you have to get the parents' consent. You can't just treat a person's kid without the parents saying that you can treat the kid. So I had looked in Illinois, and it says that if the kid is if a minor is under 18, that you can't treat a child unless they're pregnant, married, or something else.
Okay.
But they wouldn't have fell under any of those categories. So that just still shows that the doctor, he still assisted. And then I believe Jane Doe 5, wasn't she under 18 when she had but I don't know if that was the doctor that checked her, because I think they said she went to the doctor.
Okay. One moment, Team Libra. Javante is in the building. Y'all put up some hearts for Javante. Thanks for coming in, Javante.
I was about to mention, okay, so the next thing, I don't know if that was her that did the it's my other thing as far as like they're just trying to act like, the people seem to want to think that just his employees or his friends or people was a part of the enterprise. Like they only focusing on them. But then when one of the Jane Does had said that they had witnessed him doing inappropriate things to Aaliyah, but then that person, that Jane Doe, I can't remember the name, but they said that there was a police officer that was there. And then that police officer come in, RKelly defense, and say, "Oh yeah, it wasn't no kids around. Oh yeah, I did see Aaliyah with her little friend.
Yep.
So it was kids around." But that just basically sealed the deal on what Jane Doe testified about, because they had somebody that could basically offer her credibility to say, to place her there at that time. So
yep.
that's what. So that police officer, I'm like, well, wait, this is like this is even deeper than just his friends.
Yep.
This is actually the other people got to be a part of the enterprise, like and then I even saw, this is funny too, real quick, but the guy Dennis Byron, a journalist, he's covering on hip hop Inquirer. He is hilarious because now he has this weird guy, Richard something, Gavin or Richard something on his channel. But then he starts then Dennis starts saying, I met RKelly. I knew RKelly before. I know you knew RKelly because nobody's gonna sit and try to find loopholes for RKelly unless you're part of his enterprise too, or you have some sort of personal connection to him. He said, I'm not personally connected, but I saw him. He was at a party, this and that. So all of these people is coming into play, in my opinion, just to prove the enterprise. I just wanted to add that because the other people, they just focusing, not other people, but a lot of people is focusing just on the employees. But I feel like the prosecution brought in the doctor and the as witnesses plus those police officers, just like the one that saw Jane Doe 5 and just looked at the ID and walked off. And RKelly did spend a lot of his time in that area anyhow. So we don't know if these people is a part of like the Uncle Payola, the undercover workers that really know him, that's looking out for him. So that's what it looks like. Even these professionals, that's how he can get this done, not just through his employees, but the professionals is who they really putting a lot of emphasis on. So what do you think about that?
Honestly, I think you're making a lot of sense right now. The thing is that you do wonder. Now, here's my thing. So to piggyback off of what you're saying, I wonder why the defense they only called one of the officers in there, and that was the guy who said that he never saw RKelly. That was the Hood guy, Larry Hood, whatever his name was. He said he never saw anything illegal, and if he would have seen it, then he would have stepped in because he's a police officer and all this kind of stuff. But you then said you never saw around on little kids, and then you said, "Oh yeah, I remember Aaliyah. She had all the little girls around her." You just contradicted yourself. So pretty much what they did is they just proved what the now. Here's another question too: is why didn't RKelly have those police officers who came in there come in to say anything on his behalf? The ones that came in there in the hotel room with Azriel.
Yeah, exactly.
To see that could have
criminality in there. Nobody can come because they've already been heavily investigated by the FBI, Homeland Security, all these other people, so they couldn't do it. They all have been found dirty.
They would have perjured themselves.
They knew that they couldn't.
Hold on, let me see. Javante said the police officer stated he knew who Angela was and Tiffany, and that they were backup. They were Aaliyah's backup group. That's right. That she knew who Angela. He knew.
He knew who.
She said that the police officer stated.
Right. They knew who Angela was. Right?
Yep.
Yeah, they supported it. That's what I said. So they just sealed the deal, even though they was on the defense. They actually sealed the deal for the prosecution. That's why I'm like, this is crazy. They did. But you know what? Listen, man. Team Libra, y'all. Team Libra has a channel also. She speak nothing but facts. So y'all can, if you want to hear somebody who's gonna tell the truth, who has a lot of integrity, who stands on the truth no matter what, even if she's standing by herself, she gonna always tell the truth. I respect this queen. Y'all go subscribe to her channel, man. Team Libra. I'm gonna go ahead and get off Atlas too, because I gotta get back to
work. Go ahead.
For allowing me to come in and share that view, because I was just like, wow, because it's like if they're not, I guess maybe it's for the defense. They don't want the people to focus on like the police officers or the doctor or who else was it that did something too? Some other professional turned a blind eye, because that's how. Who was his attorney. So then these are professionals. They are part of the payola because the attorneys also came in and was telling them to get these letters from him. They were saying, Jane Doe 5, get a letter that she can come back and mess around with you as much as she wants. So he had all of these people, like they said, a network of people. When you have a network, that's just not regular people. These are networking. When you network, these are some key, important people. And they said he had a network. That's hundreds of people in his back pocket. Possibly professionals, regular people, a little bit of everybody. Where
was the lady who did the fake document for Aaliyah that Smith paid the money to? Why won't she on the stand? Huh? And the reason why the police want, I know you got to go.
What about when they relying on the one face girl saying that her boyfriend said that she had this, that, and the other, but he didn't come in as a witness.
Ain't that crazy?
So it's like,
isn't that crazy?
Everything that they lied about, once it came down for the receipts, the prosecution is the only ones with the receipts, and the defense was left just with nothing. It was just ridiculous, in my opinion.
Here's another thing, T. Libra. A lot of times
they told us that they were going to come in. They were going to wait till we get our day in court. You will see.
Oh,
you
yeah.
will see. So everybody waiting, even if both sides waiting, like, oh, I can't wait for this. And they didn't give us nothing. It was just horrible. It was just waiting for nothing because they didn't have nothing. And so the supporters should be highly disappointed if they're not sick people and if they really thought that he was innocent. They should be coming over to the other side, piling in saying, we have been wrong and wow and da-da-da-da. So you know that people must just be sick people because they still sitting over there. He didn't show them no defense or nothing. He didn't even defend himself. And then they still sitting over there. So it's not the fact that y'all thought he was innocent. It's something else.
It's something else. Now, here's the thing, too. I think another reason why they didn't bring those police officers in that came in that room, and because what they say, well, if you need some security, you know what that means? They're trying to grease their palms. They're trying to do side work for him.
Come in and say what they saw. The defense, you're saying? Like, why didn't they have them come in and say that everything was clean?
Yeah, exactly.
Was, fishy and...
Or why didn't they come in and say, well, we saw her ID when we came in there, but it said 18. That's why we didn't act on it. You want to know why? Because they would have perjured themselves.
And they had to prove. And you know what? But something must have happened because everybody, let's just say a lot of people, I think you mentioned this when they all said, do you want to be here? They'd be like, no.
Yeah.
They had to come. Because probably they seen some evidence against them or some sort of like, oh shoot, if I don't do this, this is gonna happen. Yep. So even the people that was that's even more crazy because even a lot of those people are saying, I don't want to be here, but so that's just like you say with the police officer, they would have perjured themselves. So maybe they seen something and let them know we ain't going up in there doing that. So all right, this is as far as we can go with you.
Absolutely. Team Libra, thank you so much for calling in. I know you're at work.
I'm running back to work now.
All right, sis. Thank you.
So much,
no problem. Bye-bye. Man, Team Libra's smart. Team Libra's a smart woman. I like how she words things and puts things together. Javante says, shout out to OCOV, the day ones of support. The support thing, aka the old Team Truth. We love y'all. They've been here in support of the victims from day one. Sound the trumpet for justice. That's right, Queen. That's right. We're going to be here with y'all all the way till the wheels fall off. Good morning, the unspoken truth by the unknown. Now, y'all check this out now. Okay, so look, somebody said, Atlas, you need to put a time limit on people. So here's the thing, y'all. We got plenty of time. So if people want to speak their minds, we'll let them talk. We'll let them talk. Now, as it gets closer, then, we're going to have to squeeze time in for people. However, let me see what Faith said. Faith said, I feel that that lady needs to have a grief counselor on speed dial if there's a verdict, a guilty verdict. I think it's going to be a break. It's going to break her so hard. I agree with you. I do agree with you. Okay. Now, y'all, look, that's a really good question, though. Think about it. Because a lot of times whenever there is any type of police corruption, there's usually more than a few people that's involved in that. So is it possible that he did have police officers on his payroll as alleged? That he had police officers on his payroll. Something to think about, right? What's up, Kanza? What's going on? How you doing, Kanza? Would anyone else like to call in and voice your opinion, even if you just want to say hi or, the lines are open. Let me put the number up here for y'all. If you want to call in to the Atmos Love Zone show to speak your mind, what do you think about the case? Do you have any questions for me? And if I don't have the answers, listen, I got a whole bunch of smart people in the chat that may be able to give us the answers. The number is on the screen, 404-820-2068. Call in and speak your mind if you want to, okay? Let's go ahead and check back into this courthouse to see if there's anything came up that we need to talk about. Let's see here. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Let me see.
Task. A job that you might think is yours, but is not. And that is to ultimately know what happened. Someone mentioned during voir dire that this was a whodunit case, and that is entirely not correct. Your single task, as the task of every juror in our country.
Okay, so they still talking about this other case. So as y'all can see, the jury has been in there deliberating for
Task of every juror in our country.
Okay, so they still talking about this other case. So I'm gonna bring that up. So they've been in there about 4 hours and 50 minutes, y'all. So they still got y'all listen. They got a lot of information to go over. It's a lot of information they got to go over. Okay, let me see what y'all saying. So I'm reading some of y'all stuff. Thank you so much, Javante. I appreciate the blessing. Thank you, sister. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. M. Edwards said, hey, Atmos, it's Marie Richard. I'm at work. Hey, how you doing? You under your dad's profile? Tell your dad I said thank you for his support. And you say he's an attorney. Judge Joe Brown did not work in favor of Sylvia's show. Listen, I watched that last night, and it was more than funny. He was like, I don't see why. Oh yeah. He raw. One thing I say about that man is he is definitely raw. Let me see something, y'all. Let me see something. Let's see if something came in from the court. Let me pull this up. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Let's see if something came in that we need to talk about. Just a minute entry. Courtreporter.com. Yeah, nothing really came in. Okay, cool. But yeah. Bev Davis said, yes, he did have police on the pay. Man, look. They ain't trying to perjure themselves or perjure the whole doggone police department. It's at 4:51 on her video. I'm gonna play her video. I know I can play the audio. I can't play the video though, because I don't need her trying to do nothing crazy. Hold on. All right, let me pull this up real quick, y'all. I want y'all to hear this for yourselves. Hold on.
But the Howard, so what happens is on our birth certificate.
Hold on. I want y'all to hear this.
Thank you. I didn't know I was muted. I'm sorry.
All right, y'all listen. Just listen.
He might have different opinion. He might feel a certain way about certain things. He might not.
This is Judge Joe Brown.
He can't try to make, you know what I mean, because of his opinion or from his experience, you know.
Angela, I'm here. I'm live. They go Angela Rodriguez, y'all. She's in here for us. Hey, Angela. Oh, the judge is here. Never mind, y'all.
Go ahead. All right.
Hey, Judge. I am so glad you're here.
Okay, how you doing? I always have connectivity problems.
I know. That's because you is there a lot of trees over there where you live?
No, it's just bad connectivity. Somebody doesn't like me.
Oh, well, we love you, but I just don't like you. I love you, you know.
It's a long story.
Yeah. Well, Judge, thank you so much. Thank you so much for taking my invitation. Because remember, I told you I was going to ask you to come back after all of this was over. All of this was over. It's not totally over yet, but the hard part is over, right?
Okay. You can say so.
But we have a couple of questions to ask you as in pertaining to a lot of things that we have heard in regard to this case, and a lot of people sent some questions over.
RKelly?
The RKelly, yes.
Have they got a verdict yet?
No.
Let's wait on the verdict.
Okay, so is there anything else that you can talk about with
I mean, it's not a matter of talking about it. It's just kind of crazy. It's like trying to predict what's going to happen with the lottery.
No, not the prediction. It's more of like questions, some things that's happening right now. We want to get some understanding because one of the reporters. Okay, so one of the reporters had came out yesterday in regarding to him not receiving the same information as his Caucasian counterparts, and they did not put him in the distribution for the transcript. And then when the transcript,
about the reporter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, he's black.
Yeah, he's black.
Well, I don't know what he did and what his circumstances are. There are too many of us running around whining about we get mistreated because of what we are, when that may or may not be the case. So it may have happened. I don't know enough about it to comment on it. So that's sort of like, you know, somebody clowned down at Burger King the other day. I wasn't there. I didn't see it. So why would I be put in a position to comment on something like that? People say all kinds of things. That's kind of like the trial itself.
Mm-hmm.
Did he make the request? Did he pay a fee? Did he pay the court reporter to get a copy of the transcript or of the proceedings? I don't know.
Well, I know he didn't pay the court report because I paid mine and I got my copies.
Okay, so what's he complaining about if he didn't do what you did? You got yours.
Yeah, I got mine. In fact, I was doing reenactment on my channel when I was doing it. So now the other question they have is in regard to the sequential.
So he just blew that dog. He just totally destroyed that angle, right? Totally murdered it. Wait on the verdict. Why you asking me? That's like trying to predict the lottery.
Jurors, the jurors were in sequester. They go home at they're home right now.
Did they make a request for a sequestered jury?
Both of them have been. That's what I thought it was from the beginning.
Well, the jury was or was not sequestered. Was it?
It was, yeah, it was partially sequestered.
What do you mean partially?
It was that they got to go home every night.
Well, that's not a sequestered jury. A sequestered jury stays locked up, so to speak, until the trial's over.
Oh, they didn't get
locked up. Or are you talking about they have to stay there until they get a verdict?
No, they went home.
So they're home tonight for the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's not unusual. It happens during trials. There should be admonished not to look at news. Don't read newspapers. Don't listen to news accounts. Don't discuss the case. I don't know what they did in terms of trying to set up a sequestered jury. Sometimes that's good. Sometimes that's bad.
Mm-hmm.
They have appellate courts, and appellate courts look over the trial judge's shoulder. And
as y'all see, he basically just goes on people's channels and just rambles on. If you don't come on there talking about nothing that he want to talk about, he always goes back to talking politics and all that. So people be getting him on their channels like it's gonna like he's going, because he's a retired judge, that he's gonna say something to help them or give them the indication it's time to start throwing up confetti, and he don't. And everyone send good energy to Missy and pray for fast recovery from COVID. That's more important to me than RKelly, just saying. I didn't even know Missy Powell had COVID. Blessings up for Miss Missy Powell. I asked y'all how was her having Judge Joe Brown on her panel going to help RKelly? Maybe she needed someone to help spice up the show. You're probably right, J-Man. You're probably right. I don't know. I wouldn't have him on this show. No, I can't say I wouldn't have him on this show. I like Judge Joe Brown. I wouldn't have him here because I think it's gonna help RKelly or be against RKelly. Just to hear his opinion on it will be good. Joe Bob says, "Go home, Joy." There's a lot. Yeah, Joy, go home. Go home. Go home, Queen. Go home. Go home. Sounds like Joe hopped on a short bus, not knowing what it was. I think he was prepared. He clearly said he's not following the case. Just hear what's reported on the news. What's up, Just Sarah K? How you doing? What's going on? What's going on? Mississippi Mama said, I love Joe Brown. I love the way he speaks his piece and don't care what anyone says about it. No, he don't. Has any lawyers or judge have there been agreed with their analysis? I saw somewhere she was crying when as old lawyer was on there. I'm not sure. Christina Coco 7. Hey, how you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. June prays without ceasing. Good morning, everyone. Blessings to you, you and you. Hey, how you doing? Welcome in. Joe had the itch last night. I know that's right. Let me see. She doesn't stand a chance. Did Joy ever testify? No, y'all mean Joy never testified. Judge Joe Brown was too intelligent for them. Everything you said went right over. I agree. He was trying to spit some knowledge though. Larry Million, thank you to all sick and shut in. Prayers, indeed. Man, look. Good morning, King. I don't understand why this jury was not sequestered. I also don't understand anyone that supports. I can't even call him a man. Man, please. I'm team guilty, but I have to say his defense team was worthless. I think a kid could have done a better job, although he has no defense. I'm not understanding how anyone could say he's innocent. I don't either. I just got to the point now where honestly, Miss Wallace, nothing the other side says anymore like surprises me. It don't surprise me at all. It don't surprise me. Yeah, prayers up for Missy. Mean to hide. Sorry, I didn't mean to hide him. My ear had the phone. Yeah, so check this out, y'all. Let me see if there's anything we missing. Hold on. Yeah, I don't see us getting a verdict today either, y'all. I do not. But let me see something. Live stream on. So they'll be right back. So we'll see what they got to say when they come right back. Anyone
Make your employees' day with a gift. With your competitive industry, make sure that you're doing everything you can to make your employees feel recognized.
Anyone wants to call in, there's a number on the screen.
Celebrate their milestones
call in,
and
whether you
achievements.
oppose or you on RKelly's side. If you want to call in and state your case, call in. Let's have a conversation. Call in and let's have a conversation.
Make your employees' day with a gift. With your competitive industry, make sure that you're doing everything you can to make your employees feel recognized, valued, and indispensable. Celebrate their milestones and achievements and keep your working community strong. Let's talk
incentives. All right, so if something comes up, we will talk about it. Let's see, I think they're playing the same thing over and over and over again. Yep. Nothing new on that channel. Hold on. All right, let's see what Twitter talking about, y'all. There's some updates that came in from Twitter. Let's see what Twitter talking about. Thank you, girl Melanie. Thank you, sis. I appreciate you. All right, let's do this. Let's search for Jason Meisner. I like Jason Meisner. Okay, y'all, here we go. Let me share this with y'all. Hold on. Share screen. Here's the updates on Twitter, y'all, about the case. It says here, just in, jury deliberating RKelly's fate in New York has asked a judge for clarification of Illinois' law involving one of the racketeering counts, the alleged kidnapping of victim Sonia, who testifies she was held against her will at Kelly's music studio on Larrabee. The jury's note said to use two of the words and/or in the indictment versus the Illinois statute is making a clear decision difficult. They also asked for the transcripts of testimony of Kelly employees Tom Arnold and Nicholas Williams. Wow. Okay. Let me go back over that. So this just came in from Jason Meisner. The jury deliberating on the fate of New York has asked the judge for clarification of Illinois' law involving one of the racketeering counts, the alleged kidnapping of victim Sonia, who testified she was held against her will at Kelly's music studio on Larrabee Street in 2004. Also, the jury's note said the use of the words and/or in the indictment versus Illinois statute is making a clear decision difficult. They also asked for transcripts of testimony by Kelly employees Tom Arnold and Nicholas Williams. There you go. So that's the latest, y'all. That is the latest right there from the courtroom. Somebody else sent me something. Hold on. This Dennis Byron dude said, verdict update. Jury has another question for the judge. Wants to hear testimony of Nicholas Williams and Tom Arnold, as well as definition of Illinois Criminal Code 510.01. Question came in at 10:10. So what y'all thinking? What are y'all thinking that they're trying to figure out? Let me see what y'all saying. His team has nothing to work with. Let me see here. I'm tempted to search for a marriage license between RKelly and Joycelyn. Is it the true verdict? Is it true the jury watching Surviving RKelly over the weekend? I forget who reported. I don't know. Hello?
Hello, Atlas.
Hey, thanks for calling the Atlas Love Zone. Who we got on the phone?
How you doing? This is Marky.
Who?
This is Marky from Connecticut.
Hey, how you doing, brother?
All right.
Awesome.
I just have a couple of questions for you, Atlas.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You do understand that women lie and men lie, right?
Indeed.
Okay. So when you're reading the transcripts, because I've been watching, Dan is my man. So if you ever speak to Dan, and you make sure you tell him I called you. When you're reading the transcripts, I see you
facial expressions on some things, like if it said something like RKelly drugged me and raped me. That one. Okay, let's talk about fun.
Okay.
When it says something like that, it seems like you don't give it a 50-50 benefit of the doubt. Could this have happened or could this not have happened?
Okay.
Only because, for one, so long ago, this ain't happened. And I don't think it's fair to men that a woman can come back 20 years after the man becomes successful or famous or whatever and say, oh, he did this to me. When it was before surviving RKelly, they didn't have no problems. There was nobody going to the police, the law, the prosecution saying RKelly did this. So you have to keep in the back of your mind that some of this is a money grab. Some of this is so I can write a book. Some of this is so I can go on talk shows. I'm not saying all of it. And I'm not saying that some of these things he didn't do. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is, every person says, well, I was there, he treated me bad, and then I left. But there's none of them saying, when I felt things was going good, I decided to leave. So my point is, if you could leave any time you wanted to, and you're saying this dude is treating you so bad, why do you stay? My second point, my second question to you, Alan, is when it comes to faith, I know her mother was on your show, and you were giving her all kinds of props. But Alice, you also have to understand, every time she said she's seen RKelly, she had a bad experience with him. Then she went home, and then it was not him calling her to come back. It was her calling him to come back. So, I mean, you got to keep in your mind that maybe some of the allegations might be true, but then some of them might not be true. And I only ask that you give him 50-50, because I know you're old school, and I know you're leaning totally everything everybody says. I believe he did it. He's guilty. But as a young man, you cannot do that, because you know some things get, taken out of perspective. Some things don't happen the way they say. They get sensationalized. I mean, you know these things because you are a man. And all I'm saying is put yourself in a man's shoes who has success, who has fame, who has money, and everybody around them is trying to grab a piece.
All right.
I just ask you, before you totally want to discard him and say he's guilty, you think about that.
Yes, sir. I appreciate. What was your name? One more time. I didn't catch your name again.
Marky.
Marky?
From Connecticut, yes.
Okay. All right. So.
And Dan is my man, so.
All right.
And Dan is, so you got my clothes too.
Am I allowed to respond? Am I allowed to? Okay. Am I allowed to respond now?
Yes.
All right. Thank you, brother. First of all, thanks for calling in. Listen, I understand your points. Where I come from, honestly, brother, is I happen to be one of those type people that I am able to realistically see it from both sides, right? I have said things on here where I said, you know what? That's kind of fishy to me. I don't know. And then as soon as I say that, there's something that comes out in these doggone transcripts that proves that they're telling the truth. Whether it's video, whether it's someone from who's another witness who backs up what the government said. So the way I've been looking at this is, okay, I'm going to look at these transcripts, which is people saying stuff under oath. Now, if people saying stuff under oath and they're willing to perjure themselves just to lie to get this man locked up, then that's on them. But I'm going by my yes, I do make facial expressions when I see stuff because I never seen it before. So when I read it, I am putting myself in position of the person to try to bring it to life for the people that watch my channel. So yes, when I read stuff and I see that now, when I saw the thing about with Calhoun, Anna, where it said that he had her smearing feces and urine all over herself. When I saw that, I was like, dang, is that for real? And then it comes out that the judge said, I don't want the people seeing that video of her doing that. Bro, there's video evidence of this stuff. A lot of this stuff that the government has brought forth, whether we want to put ourselves as being men and saying, well, they was clout chasing, were they trying to get money or not? At the end of the day, and as you know, sometimes men with money do a lot more because they feel like they can't get away with it. They feel like they have the God complex.
I understand that. Well, Atlas, okay, so I heard what you said. Like, you said the video came out and with the feces and all this other stuff. But Atlas, she also said, if I don't want to do something, I just didn't do it. So, come on, you got to take that into consideration, too. You can't say that he wants you to do this because in the same sense, you could say, nah, I'm not doing that. I'm leaving. And you could have left. That's my only point. That's all I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Is,
well, here's the thing.
What you're hearing in the transcript, okay? What you're hearing in the transcript is somebody's story. And if you listen, half of them say, well, I didn't say that. And then he has to say, well, it's written right here. And so what you're saying is if you didn't say it, the government wrote it wrong. That happened like 6 times. That happened with 6 different people.
Let me ask you a question, brother. Now we're gonna talk as men, okay?
Yes.
Have you ever been in a relationship with someone where y'all had arguments, you break up, you like, you know what, damn, we'll try again. I do love you. Let's try again. You have an argument again, y'all break up. You know what? Oh, dang, I just can't. As time goes on, you get a lot of times people will come back to a person that they're comfortable with. You get to know a person's ways, right? You might have somebody where somebody might see them and say, you know what? There's no way in hell I will put up with that. But then you have some people, sometimes when you're in the middle of the situation, it's hard for you to see a person's outside view. Let me give you an example. Let's say you have a sister, right? And let's say she was a dude and he put his hands on her one time. You are always going to feel like, you know what? I don't like that man. I don't care what she say. She need to get away from him. But you don't see the behind the scenes. You don't see what's going on behind the scenes. Yes, he might have put in. I'm not condoning no man putting their hands on no woman. Okay. But you as her brother, no matter if she married a dude, no matter if the dude becomes a pastor later on, no matter if the dude comes back and walks with Jesus, you still gonna feel like you hurt my family. So sometimes from the outside view, you will never accept him the same way a person does accept him that he wrong. That's kind of the same way with this situation, bro, because some of these women were just, they were used to, they probably were used to the lifestyle.
The money,
that's,
the way you live, yes. And half of them had nothing to go back to. But okay, for instance, they live all the way in San Antonio. Okay, all the way in San Antonio. He was in Atlanta. Okay, so you get on a plane, you fly home, and you be like, you know what? The last time I was there, he had a gun. Okay, I'm gonna go back, and this time he might stab me in my throat. Come on, Adams, that don't make no sense.
Listen, I get
no sense, Adams.
I get your point.
The situation you explained, Adams, I did have a situation like that, but it wasn't with my sister. It was with my aunt.
Okay.
My aunt's boyfriend beat her up 3 o'clock in the morning. She calls me. I go down. I see them. They're both a little tipsy, but I beat them up. The next day, he's back at the house, and I'm like, you know what? Don't ever call me again. Because now I feel like an idiot. You know what I mean? Because I like to do first, and you know what I'm saying? I felt like an idiot because I beat him up, and then the next day get back together. So I was like, so never call me again when you get to the problem because I'm not getting involved. But Atmos, please, I just want you to understand that some of this stuff is a narrative that the government had these people speak. They want them to speak in the most salacious way about him possible. So, because they have to make him look bad, the people can't get up there and say, yeah, RKelly made me rub feces on my face, but I love him. He's a great guy. They can't do that, Atlas, and you know they can't do that. They can't get up there and say, oh, well, he had a gun, but I love him, so I kept going back. No, they have to say, he had a gun, and I was scared, and I was petrified. Come on, Atlas, you know the game, man. See, I'm from the streets of Rhode Island, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now I just fortunately, when I met my wife, I've been married for 21 years now. When I met my wife, she helped me turn my whole life around. I was in and out of jail, So Atlas, the street life, I know the games and the hustles, I know. But explain to me this, Atlas. Before the prosecutor in Chicago came out and said, if anybody has any stories about RKelly, call this hotline. You did not hear one person in the paper and online, anywhere, saying anything bad about RKelly. Then Surviving RKelly comes out. Everybody had a lawyer already. Come on, you know what kind of lawyer she is. I'm not trying to change your mind.
Listen. Listen. I see both sides, but my thing is this, bro. My thing is this, and then I gotta take another caller, brother. Thanks for calling, but here's my thing. This man videotaped every accusation and everything that everyone is saying about him. So at the end of the day, no matter how we feel, this man, Demetrius Smith, told him that recording will get your ass in trouble one day. And brother, it's here. Even if we feel like what we read, oh, they making this up, they doing this, they doing that. But then when you see it, or you see the text messages, or you hear the witnesses from the other side, it's hard to take your feelings as a man and say, hey, I want to apply my feelings from my personal experiences with and match it up with those women. We can't do that. And that's probably why this jury's having an issue, because they got more men than women on that stand. It's hard for us to attach our take ourselves and our macho-ness and our thing of the man out the way and say, hey, let's put ourselves in these women's shoes. Now, yes, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's the problem. But brother, I gotta let you go, but thank you for calling in. I appreciate you. God bless you, brother. All right, bye-bye. Listen, y'all. I know y'all like, oh my God. Listen, y'all got to understand something. People gonna have differences of opinion, right? And we have to let them talk too, okay? But my personal feelings about it is, listen, what they're saying is matching up with the evidence. On this channel, I base everything on the evidence. If the evidence say it say it. Now, if there would have been a video coming out where the girls were all together, everybody saying, hey, y'all, and somebody was secretly recording, and there's a video where they say, hey, y'all, we're going to plot this against RKelly because, we're going to say that he did this. We're going to say he did that. We're going to say he did this. We're going to say he did that. We're going to get paid off surviving RKelly. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And that video released right now. Guess what y'all going to hear me saying? Man, that's crazy, right? I'm going to always keep it real based on what I see, based on what the evidence is. That's why I have channeled this channel towards reading the transcripts, because I want y'all to see facts. I don't want to ever go off of my opinion, and my brother said, man, you a man, you know how it is. some men are different. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really can put myself in their shoes because, like I said, I grew up watching and seeing this stuff, brother. So it's one of them things where people's life experiences may make them teeter-totter one way or the other. But I do not condone any man, no matter what you've been through, no matter how sick you are, no matter what happened to you as a child, putting your hands or your dick inside of a 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, or 17-year-old when you're a grown man. I just don't condone that at all. Outside of that, you know, we can have a conversation. But if you come here trying to defend that right there, then you're gonna totally get, you're not gonna get the response that you're looking for. That's from me. I'm only one person. That's just my feelings. That's just my opinion. Okay. So it's an opinion mixed with facts. That's where I stand. How people feel about, well, you're a man, you know it's supposed to be this and do this. I can't think like you. I just can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, indeed. So, you know, but yeah, people are going to have differences of opinion, y'all. People are going to have differences of opinion. Now, if somebody wants to call in right now, matter of fact, y'all give me one moment here. I gotta, hold on. Actually, please do it. Doing some work stuff, y'all. All right. So, yeah. So, yes. Let me read some of some of y'all comments. Atlas, what you know? Hold on. RKelly was literally love bombing them. They were young and impressionable. He knew what he was doing and what he's doing. Words. No, that's not. We got another caller from Texas. Thank you for calling the Atmos Love Zone show. How may I help you?
Hi, I'm Michelle. I know you're live, so I wanted to say a couple of things.
Okay.
I wanted to say, yeah, I think he is guilty because his lawyers know. Have you noticed his lawyers know more of the story? Because they'll ask questions that's not even on the evidence.
Right.
And to me, that looks funny. They look like to me, it seems like they've been on it from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And so sometimes they'll say like, oh, isn't it correct? And I'm just like, wow, they know more.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll ask like more questions, like about different incidents. And I'm like, why are you doing that? You're opening up more doors. So that's all I was gonna say.
No, listen, you make a great point. And here's the thing. Hold on. Here's the thing. All right. Here's the thing. Yes, and a lot of times they ask questions that the judge would not allow them to bring evidence in the trial. Some stuff that may happen in the Chicago case, right? But they have to ask questions that say, isn't it true? And if they say no, then maybe later on it may come back to haunt them, or after this case, after he be found guilty, when they come in later and they say, I thought you said it wasn't true that this happened. Well, here go the video to back it up. It did. Boom. You committed perjury. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah.
That's why he doesn't have the people coming on there, because they're all in it. They're all in it as well.
Right. Well, listen, man. Thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate you. You make a great point.
All right. You have a good day.
You too.
Right.
Bye-bye. Thank you so much, Michelle, for calling in. Listen, y'all. Listen. This man said himself, I raised you. Right? D. Michelle, what's going on?
Assalamu alaikum, brother. How are you?
Salam alaikum. Alaikum salam. How are you?
Alhamdulillah. I'm good. I'm going to give you a woman's point of view, and I don't know who the brother was that you were talking to.
Yes, ma'am.
But I just want to bring some light to things. First of all, in my opinion, RKelly is a narcissistic sociopath, and he's a textbook for gaslighting. Gaslighting is, I tell you, number one, two of the victims, I'm not going to name them because I know people get a little sensitive, but two of the victims are a prime example of that. The prime example of that is, I'm going to alienate you from your family. That's number one. They don't love you. They sold you to me. They ain't shit. You know what I mean? They mean you no good and all that. Gaslighter does this. They love you enough, quote unquote, in their sick mind to buy you things. And in the process of them buying you things, they're going to whip your ass. They're going to treat you like shit. I got to keep it 100. Because like they said, he's from the hood or whatever. I was raised in the ghetto. But my mother and my grandmothers and the ladies and the men in my life, my father and them, said we didn't have to be up the ghetto because we were raised in the ghetto. But I'm going to keep it 200 because there's a lot of things people don't know.
Right.
They give you things. They give you the big bags and they give you the nice jewelry and all that, and they whip your ass, or they beat you where you know, people in the eye, your family don't know you would get your ass whipped because they manipulating and they treat you so crappy that they don't hit you in your face or where your family can see it. That's number one. The prime example of a sociopath and a narcissistic person is a pimp. Think about that. They treat those women that way. They get them dressed to go outside and do what they do. Those ladies know where that man is all the time, and they check in with that man all the time. And they know that it'd be consequences if they don't bring the money back, or they're not expedient with making sure that he has constant contact with them. But the first sign of an abuser is that they alienate you from your family. Now, personally, I even know mothers who were crack addicts, doing what they were doing, on, and their kids love their last year drawers. I'm talking about some kids that haven't eaten, haven't been to the doctors, don't have uniforms for school, and stuff like that. But the mind, you know, in Islam we say that the shaitan, the devil, he wants to try to, you know, use your mind to play tricks on you to control you through that. You know, it's definitely mind control. And another thing too, if you go on the street, you talk to some ladies that are prostitutes, the first thing they're going to do is uphold their pimp. At least in the eye of the people that's on the outside looking in. You know, so do I believe these young ladies were actually abused? I absolutely do. You know what I'm saying? I believe that they were abused. I believe that this case is not really the end-all case, because I don't really believe in this case we've heard the smoking gun. I believe when it goes to Illinois, it's going to be some smoking guns that all of our mouths would want to drop, like, oh, you know? And I think definitely, like you said, that the cameras was his downfall. Definitely. And you think about this for all the people that say he's not guilty. All of those women were 15, 20, 25 years younger than him. You have not heard of any woman come forward to say, I'm a 54-year-old woman like RKelly, and I had a long-standing relationship with this man, and this man was good to me. You don't see people, all those people, few little people that you see in New York going to New York. Chicago, if it wasn't true, Chicago would be in an uproar. They'd be in New York. Because I've been in Chicago. You know what I mean? I've been in the hood in Chicago. Also, you know, we have the trucking business. So I've been all over in Chicago. Okay?
Okay.
So when he was being locked up in Chicago, did you see the people in Chicago rallying behind him? Did you see the people in Chicago like, damn, you know, he's one of us, this is some bull, so we're going to go out here and we're going to be in droves.
No, I didn't see that.
end of the day, bro, I'm hoping that we get a verdict today or tomorrow. But at the end of the day, we have to be held accountable.
Right.
He was held accountable years ago, and they didn't make him feel like he was beyond being touched and got some help back then, we wouldn't be here today. You know what I'm saying? I really believe his other film tapes, once those tapes, his other tapes with LaShonda's Landfair as well. I believe it's a whole lot that we don't actually know, but I'm sticking to the evidence. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like what you're reading with the transcript, I think you're doing an excellent job.
Thank you.
And bringing up what is in black and white. That's in black and white.
Right.
And I also believe when you look at his lawyers leaving out, look at Nicole's face. She looks defeated. They know more than we know. You know what I'm saying? They know more than we know. It's no way that all of these people, where's his family? They weren't in support of him. Where's his boys? All his boys should be in the front of that courthouse.
Yep.
Raising hell.
Yep.
Where are they? Where's Bubba? Sharonda was 16. Az was 17. Rashonda was 14. Aaliyah was 15. And they're saying it's okay. You know why they're saying it's okay? Because culturally, in the African-American community, sexual abuse has been swept under the rug, whether it's from family members, whether it's from the man that got a corner store, whether it's somebody you walking past, groping, or whatever. I know where I'm from, and I've been places. The old heads with the Cadillacs that ride down the street slow. What are they looking for? What are they looking for? They see a woman, they bypass looking at them, they see a little girl. They got the bodies addressed, and they still got on shorts and stuff, but they're still, you know what I mean? They don't have everything hanging out, but they creeping. You know what I'm saying? And it's been generational that we don't talk about it. So my prayer is because this is at such a forefront, that these ladies have give other women the courage to step forward. These victims will give other women the courage to step forward. It's a lot of us in our communities that's hurting. And the one thing I can say about this case as well before I hang up, bro.
Yeah.
It's a lot of women it's a lot of women have suffered sexual abuse, have been in love and stuff, or thought they were in love from gaslighting with people and stuff like that. But we just saw in this case that it's young men too. Young men too. The one man that was on one young man on the stage worked at McDonald's. Think about that. The one young boy that he had sex with, the young boy that was on the stand that said he had sex with him, worked at McDonald's.
Right. And that just shows that he looks and searches for. That man could have had a superstar celebrity wife.
Exactly, bro.
Who had money, who had fame, who didn't need him, who didn't need his money, who could still love him, and may have been into the kinky type sex. But he went after those who was in the hood, who worked at McDonald's, who he young, impressionable, vulnerable, poor, couldn't afford to get the latest shoes or Birkin bags or nails or hair done all the time. That's what, and that's crazy.
Yeah, I agree. But somebody just give me 3 names of women that's his age, 54, I'm going to say 44 to 54, that he's had long-standing relationships with, and none of the people that come even from the past, he's been at least 10 years older than all these people. Tell me a mature woman that he's dealt with that's his age or a couple of years younger than him that can come out and get on the stand and say, I had a relationship with him. As far as we've seen, as far as the court, and as far as we've seen in the media and stuff like that, there is none. That's
Right.
a lot in itself.
Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I do understand, older men liking women that are a little younger. Sometimes it may make them feel like they, might make them feel cool, right? But I'm talking about younger, like maybe if you're in your 50s, if you with a woman that's saying, I would say maybe, 30s or 40s, then guess what, bro? Okay, you know what? Hey, I see you, bro. You're doing your thing. But you dealing with girls at 16, 17, 18, 19. Bro, you sick.
Yeah.
You sick.
Yeah. And you have the audacity to run raw on them. And all of them got to live with that for the rest of their lives. And people not believing them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People are more of an uproar because these young ladies had the courage to say, this is what he did for me.
Right.
They're more in an uproar for the victim than they are for holding him accountable. Think about that. There are women in their homes that have suffered sexual abuse and molestation from a young age. They're still being affected by that because we're taught as a community, swept under the rug. What goes in our house stays in our house. Don't say anything.
Right.
So kudos. My prayers are continual for the victim, that they can receive some healing. And this is the beginning of healing for them.
Indeed.
You know, that's the thing for me. That this is the beginning of healing for them.
Right.
And that there be other women and other young men the courage to come forward and say, this has happened to me. And that they can be able to heal. That's all I wanted to say, bro.
Thank you, D. I appreciate you.
You have a great day.
You
You're
too.
doing a great job, bro.
Thank you, sis.
All right, assalamu alaikum.
Malaikum salam. Man, listen, y'all. Listen. We're going to have different points of view, right? Everything she said, listen, it all makes sense. And sometimes you're right, y'all. Listen. Y'all got to understand. Sometimes it is hard for men to understand, right? It's hard for us to put ourselves in the shoes. Because a lot of times men can only see things from one side. You have to be more well-versed or more open-minded to the fact that everything is not always straight up and down. Sometimes it's going to be straight and then have a little curve to it. And nothing is perfect. Life is like a roller coaster. And you have to understand that sometimes you can't just say, okay, well, since they said it, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And you can't base everything that happens based on your own personal life experience. Sometimes people react to things differently. Why the most important people, his kids in his life, didn't testify on his behalf. It's crazy. It is crazy. Yes, tell him. That's it right there, Adam's Predator. The verdict will open up a very uncomfortable conversation that many in the Black community don't want to have, but it will have to be talked about. We have to do better at protecting our Black women. I totally agree. RKelly is a Black Jeffrey Epstein. Man, look, he did the same things. Somebody on Facebook posted a picture in a discussion group. It was a mug shot, but you could see the pain in his eyes. You can't hide that kind of pain in his eyes, the windows to the soul. Be the Light says, who was suburban, naive young ladies as well. Indeed. Karen Johnson, we got the K, we got all the K's in here now. Exactly. I think Chicago would tear down the city if they believed RKelly. They know he's guilty as hell. RKelly is a senior citizen compared to those girls. Yeah, he is. It's a problem. Insane. Berkey bags. I said Berkey bag. Ain't it called Berkey bags? I don't know. Berkeley? I don't know what it's called. He chose the victims. He chose them very carefully. Listen, first of all, this man would go into McDonald's and target people in the line. Hey, her right there. Go give her my number. What's the purpose? Like, he was very strategic in the types of venues that he put himself in to recruit and get these women. I can say Angela made a good point. They say the girls could have left and went home. His employees went home every day and still lived in fear. M. Edwards said, Dr. Jeff already said, RKelly is solely responsible for the minors. Why Blame people. Y'all are supporting him. He's sick. Oh, it's Birkin bags. Okay, my bad, y'all. Okay. Well, y'all check this out. I gotta run for a little bit. Diva might be live. I'm not sure. Let me see if anything going on from the courthouse. I gotta run for a couple of hours, but I'll be back and I will come back live. Okay, let me see. When I come back, we're gonna read. Okay. Okay. No, I don't see nothing. It just says they're still deliberating. It's been 5 hours and 45 minutes. Okay, y'all. So listen, I love y'all. Thank y'all for coming back. I'm coming back later. Okay, when I come back, we're going to get into what we do. All right. I will holler at y'all later on. Y'all have a blessed afternoon. Okay. Peace out.